So there's this guy, Forrest Fenn, who hid a treasure. And if you read the riddle, there's going to be many clues. I don't have the riddle with me today, but I'm going to try to spell it out for you the best I can as I'm about to go seek the treasure myself. First of all, he hints of treasures new and old. That would be Revelstoke, because it used to have a gold mine, and that's where the treasure is hidden. So I think that's the first clue. Second clue is start your adventures where the warm water halts. So I would think a dam would be good, or maybe the time of the year. Everything clue has a double meaning. So Okokolux Falls, that's where I'm starting the adventure. And if you keep reading his riddle, I think one of the things he mentions is a blaze. So we got to go find a blaze. So I'm going to drive my vehicle similar to how he drove his car where he parked it. And I'm going to go show you the first blaze I stumbled across. But keep in mind, everything has a double meaning. So here you go. I'm going to go find you the first blaze I found. Instinctively just knew where it was. And that's when I knew God had a bigger plan for me. So here we go. Do you see it? Marking in a tree, that's what we call a blaze. And so here it is. Here's the blaze I found. Nice little way that the ancient people used to mark the tree, and it's really neat. And I kind of got lost on the riddle there, but it was kind of neat how I found that with just knowing where that it would be there. And as I go down the canyon down, I think that's what it kind of says there in the passage or in his little hint thing there. So warm water halt, you know, like all the mountains up top that feed this Okokolux Falls. Winter, it snows a lot, so it warms all spring and summer. And as the season changes, the water starts to freeze. So now is a good time because it's relatively low. And the first time I dipped in the water, I went in on May 13th, and it was gushing, but I had a little bit of fun that day, and the Lord took care of me. But as I walk down here, I'm just trying to think what other hints he has. I know at the end of it, he mentions if your effort's worth the cold, and if you're brave and in the wood, I give you title to the gold. So at the end of it there, cold is I'm going to be going in the water today, and it's cold, and I'm going to have to be brave because I have to rappel down a steep embankment and cross this river for the second time, and my effort will be worth it, and I'll be rewarded, I believe, with what I believe to be the gold. Home of the brown. This is where the brown bears are in Revelstoke, British Columbia. If you come into Revelstoke, you'll notice the bronzes of the brown bear, but that could also mean the brown trout. Again, a double meaning. And as we're getting on double meanings, I'm going to tell you about my birth date. I share the same birth date. August 22nd is the guy who hid the treasure. And it's my buddy Joe who's helping me out today.
Hello.
So let's go find the treasure. We don't need one. Joe thinks I'm nuts, but can you blame him? You know what I mean? So speed this up a bit and go for a walk.
Down there is where I'll be doing a cut back to get to the falls, but I just want to show you the falls from a different point of view. As everything has a double meaning, blaze, the word blaze, it means two things in the English language. One of them is what I showed you, but secondly, it's a long white streak and something that will last thousands of years. So I found another one of those, and we're probably a minute or two away from that one. And this thing will never go away, as if you Google map it, it leads to some pretty tall mountain ranges. And yeah, so it's low today. I'm gonna make an effort to cross the river, and I believe the treasure to be buried just below this waterfall, as there'll be no paddle up your creek, just heavy loads of water high. And today, being October and hasn't been raining in a while, and there is no paddle up your creek, so you know, it all just adds up, and it's a beautiful thing. So as I posted on Reddit, the website which I learned about this treasure, where my username is the Golden Child, which this is kind of fitting as I'm gonna find the gold, is that I'm kind of lost in thought now. I'm just coming to the edge of the cliff here, but yeah, like here we go. The sun's a bit bright here. Gonna show you the blaze, and everything has a double meaning. So if you look over here, you'll see the waterfall, and it's kind of fits, right? And there's the wood. And if you're brave and in the wood, give you title to the gold. So going for it. I think it's somewhere down in there, but more importantly, things might go bad, and if they do, I just want to give a message to the two people that have meant the most to me in my life. So here we go. Go this way, face is shiny, but obviously one of the first people that comes to mind is my mom. She gave her life for me, and she taught me what love was the hard way, and I thank her very much for her sacrificing her life for me. And amen to a beautiful woman. But if something does go sideways there, and it's my destiny to make heaven today, then when I get there, there'll be no doubt as I'll be looking after Crystal, as she's the woman who always I think about in love, and I've just loved her every day, every step of the way, and I wish her nothing but the best in the life that she lives now. But if I do go to heaven, I'll be looking after her. So Mom and Crystal, I love you both very much. But I don't think it's my destiny today to go to heaven. But just know that, hey, the voices in my head told me that's where the gold is. How can I not listen? And so I'm gonna go be brave now, and I love you both very much. Goodbye.